There's a scary truth about life after 50 that almost no one talks about. 90% of the aches, pains, and weakness you might be feeling can actually be prevented. And I'm going to reveal the secret to doing just that in this video. Welcome to Everyday Vital Path, where your journey to reclaim youthful energy and vitality begins today. Let's face a hard truth. Many of us are silently giving up on ourselves without even realizing it. We've started to accept things like midnight back pain, waking up tired, or needing to brace ourselves just to stand up or sit down, as if these are just inevitable parts of getting older. We're living in a world where painful aging has somehow become the norm. But you know what? That's simply not true. And I'm here to tell you there's another way. A scientifically proven path forward. This isn't about grueling workouts or complicated routines. It's about 4 key movements. These simple, powerful moves can not only keep you strong and pain-free well after 50, but they can also help you rediscover the joy of living you thought you'd lost. Trust me, what you're about to learn will completely change how you think about your health in your best years. If this sounds like the path for you, please take a quick moment to subscribe to Everyday Vital Path. It truly motivates us to keep creating more valuable content for you. Now, I have a question for you. Do you believe most health problems after 50 are unavoidable because of aging? Or are they mainly caused by our lifestyle and habits? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Type A if you think it's just aging, or B if you believe it's about lifestyle. I'm really curious to see what you think. Let's get into the 4 proven exercises to stay strong and pain-free after 50. No. 1. Plank exercise. There's one question I often hear from patients around our age. Doctor, I just want to wake up in the morning without that stiffness in my back. I just want to bend down to pick up the newspaper without fear. Is there a simple exercise for that? And my answer is always, yes, it's the plank. But before we talk about technique, I want you to think about something. After age 50, our bodies are like a house that stood for many years. The core is the solid frame of that house. A weak frame trembles in the wind. A strong frame stands firm, even in a storm. The plank, at its heart, isn't about torturing your abs. It's a gentle whisper of care you send to your spine. It's your way of saying, "Don't worry, I'm here to protect you." One of my patients, John, 65 years old, told me that after 3 months of consistent planking, for the first time in years, he could lift his grandson without worrying about sudden back pain. That's not magic. That's the power of a foundation strengthened day by day. So, are you ready to rebuild the frame of your own house, your body, with me? No tuthai tu sehenfi kuti ting cd. Squat exercise. There's a movement we perform dozens of times every day, but rarely notice. Until one morning, we suddenly realize it has become heavy and deliberate. That movement is sitting down and standing up. I want you to take a moment to remember. Have you ever found yourself reaching for the chair for support, or pushing yourself up with all your strength just to stand? If so, you are not alone. That is the moment when independence in the smallest daily action starts to slip away. But I'm here to tell you, we can reclaim it through the squat exercise. Think of your legs not just as a means of moving, but as the foundation of a house called independence. Every time you intentionally sit down and stand up without assistance, you strengthen that foundation. One of my patients, Eleanor, 72 years old, called it the exercise of pride, because each time she completed it, she felt powerful again. The squat isn't just about building muscle. It's a statement that you are still the captain of your own life. And today, we will begin the journey to reclaim that captain's chair together. No 3 push-up exercise, protecting your body's framework. Over decades of practice, I've noticed a subtle sign of aging that many of us overlook. It's not the aches and pains, but the circle of energy in the body gradually shrinking. Have you noticed yourself hesitating to reach for something on a high shelf, or struggling to push yourself up from the sofa? The push-up is the key to expanding that circle again. I often tell my patients, don't think of this as an athlete's exercise. Think of it as a way to lift and support yourself every day. One of my patients, Barbara, 68 years old, shared, "Doctor, after a few months of push-ups, for the first time in 10 years, I could push a heavy shopping cart at the supermarket without asking my son for help." That moment, for her, was more valuable than any compliment on appearance. After age 50, the chest and triceps tend to weaken, pulling your posture forward. Push-ups are the perfect exercise to counteract this, keeping your body's framework upright and strong. And you know what? We can absolutely start with very gentle steps. No. 4. Sleep and recovery management. There's one of the most powerful rejuvenating remedies, completely free and within everyone's reach. It's not an expensive supplement or high-tech device. It's sleep. I want you to take a moment to reflect. Have you ever spent restless nights, only to wake up the next morning with a sluggish body, a foggy mind, and the feeling that you've aged 10 years overnight? If so, you've witnessed the true power of sleep. After age 50, sleep is no longer just rest. It's a crucial shift work for your body. Imagine, when we fall asleep, a team of tiny repair workers begins their job. They mend micro-tears in muscles from exercise, clear toxins from the brain, and recharge the system. One of my patients calls it his nighttime repair shop. Science has proven that deep sleep, lasting 7 to 8 hours, is the strongest natural remedy to regulate hormones, restore muscles, and strengthen memory. In other words, you could train hard all day, but without good sleep, you're missing out on 50% of the benefits. Think of it as an essential investment in your physical and mental health. We've explored 4 key exercises together, a scientifically designed roadmap to not only keep you strong, but to help you thrive and live fully, especially after 50. But let me be direct with you. Knowledge only truly becomes power when you put it into action. It's one thing to watch a video, but it's another thing entirely to feel the change in your own body. Imagine this. In just a few weeks of consistency, you start to notice the little victories. Climbing that flight of stairs suddenly feels easier, almost effortless. The simple act of getting up from your favorite chair or sitting down is no longer a struggle. No more grunting or needing to push off with your hands. You wake up in the morning feeling a sense of vitality, a readiness for the day, instead of that familiar stiffness and achiness that used to greet you. Where does this magic come from? It's not complicated. The magic lies in simplicity and consistency. You don't need to transform into a professional athlete overnight. You don't need to spend hours in a gym. All you need is the understanding that investing in your own health right now is the single wisest and most meaningful investment you can make at this stage of your life. It pays dividends that no stock market can promise: independence, freedom, and joy. So, I invite you to start today. It doesn't have to be a huge commitment. Even 5 minutes is a victory. The most important first step is to simply begin. Listen to your body, feel its response, and respect its process. Every great journey, including the journey to a stronger, more vibrant you, always begins with that single, decisive step. Now, if we dig a little deeper, the greatest lesson from all of this isn't just in the specific movements themselves, the squats, the planks, the bridges. The real, life-changing takeaway is adopting a mindset of active recovery and proactive strength. We've been told for so long that aging is this inevitable decline. But while getting older is a fact of life, Experiencing a painful, uncontrolled decline in your health is not. It's a choice. Too often, we passively accept limitations. We say, "Oh, I'm just getting older," when our back hurts, or we can't play with our grandkids like we used to. We see these limitations as a natural part of aging that we just have to endure. I'm here to tell you that's a myth. You have more control than you think. So, how do we apply this powerful mindset shift? It's simple. Start treating movement as an essential, non-negotiable daily medicine. Think about it. You drink water every day, right? You eat meals every day. In the same way, I want you to start considering 15 to 20 minutes of these key exercises as a mandatory part of your daily schedule. Block it out in your calendar if you have to. Don't wait for the pain to show up before you decide to act. Don't wait until you can't do something you love anymore. The time to build your shield of strength is right now. By doing this, you are not just exercising. You are building a foundation that allows you to continue doing what you love independently and confidently for many, many years to come. You are investing in future memories, future adventures, and future joy. I genuinely love to hear from you and build a community of action takers right here. After watching this, which of the 4 exercises we covered are you most curious to try first? Maybe it's the one that felt most challenging, or the one you think you need the most. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your comment could be the exact spark of inspiration someone else needs to get started. If you found this journey meaningful and you're ready to take control of your health, please don't forget to subscribe to Everyday Vital Path and click that little bell to turn on notifications. Your support is a massive motivation for us. It allows us to keep creating valuable content that helps you and our entire community live healthier and happier every single day. Thank you so much for your time and your trust. Let's start this journey together.